Yo, what's up guys? This is Levy and I'm back with a brand new video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to set up an Esx FiveM server. I know I did make a video on this in the past, but it's a little bit outdated and it's 2018, so I thought why not. Anyways, to get started, I made this pack, an Esx starter pack. It doesn't have any resources or files, so this shouldn't get outdated, but you never know with FiveM. And just before I start this video, I'm going to note that you do need a database. So if you do not have a database, check out my video, how to make a FiveM database. It should work. If it doesn't, if you have any problems, go ahead and contact me and I'll try to help you out best I can. Anyways, to get started, let's go ahead and download this file. Once downloaded, go ahead and drag to your desktop. Alright. Now what you're going to do is go ahead and open up this folder. And in here, there are going to be a couple of bat files. These are just going to be links, just, you know, quicker way to get around support if you need to talk to us in our Discord, and FiveM download files. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and copy this one right here and put it on your C drive. So right away where all your other files are. Once pasted, we're good to go. Go back to your starter files on your desktop and go ahead and download the FiveM files. You just go ahead and double click on the application, more info, run anyway, and it's just going to open up in your default browser some links. This is going to be the resource folder that you'll need for your FiveM server. Just go ahead and download as zip. I'm going to go ahead and minimize it. Then go back to here, and here's where we're going to download your server.zip, so your server files too. It should look like this. If it doesn't, I'll try to help you best I can. Anyways, go ahead and download the one that's at the very bottom. I don't know what this is, but just go ahead and click on it. And server.zip. And it should automatically start downloading a file. And you can go ahead and minimize that too. You're also going to need to sign up to the FiveM forums so you can get a key for your server. That's a new thing they have, just to manage servers and keep track of everything. But first off, we're going to go ahead and download, we're going to open up the tabs you minimize, so we're going to go ahead and open up this one first. Go ahead in this folder right here and just go ahead and right click on the resources and hit copy. And again, that was this one right here that we just downloaded. So once you copy that, go ahead and go to your C drive inside of here and just go ahead and hit Control V or just paste it. It's going to go ahead and copy over some necessary files and let that work. Alright, cool. Once that has been done, we go ahead and open up the other one we downloaded, the server files, which was from here. And just go ahead and hit Control A, that will select everything. Right click and okay, hit copy, and then do the same exact thing. So just go ahead and paste it in here. But I used Control V to paste it, if any of you were wondering. This one will take a little bit longer. It's I think about 12 megabytes. I don't know. Alright, perfect. Once we do that, we're going to need a file called server.cfg, and that's basically going to be where we add in resources, extensions, change the name of our server, and etc. So to get that, you're going to have to go to FiveM.net. And once you get there, you can go ahead and hit download server. By the way, I'm also going to put links to everything in the description so you don't have to worry about remembering everything I type. Once you're here on this place, just scroll down until you see where it says server.cfg. And you're just going to go ahead and copy everything in this gray box. Once you copy it, just go to your desktop, right click anywhere on here, create new text document, and call it server. And then go ahead and open it up. Then go ahead and paste in what you just copied, and there you go. You can change your name right here to whatever you want your server to be, and some other things like your logo, passwords, whether or not you want mod menus allowed, and just make sure you save it. And then you're going to go ahead and hit File, Save As, change this to all files, and add the extensions .cfg. And select your desktop and save. And there you go. Now what we're going to do with this file is just put it where we've been copying all the other files. So go ahead and just copy that and go to your C drive, so in here, and then inside your FX server underscore ESX, and just go ahead and paste it in here with all the other files that you've been working on. So here we go. And bada boom, there we go. So next thing we're going to need to do is download the Esx files. Now, I have created a server folder skeleton, so there are going to be a bunch of server folders in here you already see, but those folders are not being loaded. They're just there so you have everything organized. I did use someone else's resource. You can thank Dank for doing this, Dank Fives. But there are no resources. These are all empty, so you'll be able to fill these with ESX resources only. And then we also have in Essentials. So let's go ahead and download the stuff we're going to be putting into there right now. So you can go ahead and go into your ESX starter and ESX Discord. That's if you ever need help from them. Needs links is what we're going to be opening. Let's do the same exact thing, run anyway, and it's going to go ahead and open up a couple new ones. I can close all the other ones because we don't need those open right now. So the first one is going to be the ESX GitHub. You go ahead and download the ESX extended, so you can just click on that. And when we download as zip. Now when they open up, just go ahead and minimize them one by one. And you're going to do the same for all these. So go ahead and download the FX server for Essential Mode base. Minimize it. Do the same for ES plugin, so it can connect to your database. Minimize it. And then we're going to need FiveM MySQL async. So you're going to download the one that's going to be on the top here, the highest version. Just go ahead and click on it once, and then source.zip. And there you go. And then same for ES or async. So just go ahead and do the same exact thing. All right. Now that we downloaded everything, we got to put everything in the right spot. So this is where it gets a little bit confusing, but I think we can get through this. So first of all, you're going to go into your Essentials folder, and what you're going to be putting in here is your ES extended. So open up this one, and what you're going to be doing is just basically drag and drop it into Essentials folder. Whenever they say master at the end, you can always go ahead and just rename it and just take out the master and just put it in like that. Alright, so now we did that, we're going to do Essential Mode. And Essential Mode was this one that we just downloaded. And you can just go ahead and drag and drop those over here. When you drag and drop it from the zip folder, it'll just automatically copy it. And there you go. Now we're going to go ahead and do the same with ES plugin. And there you go. And then async is actually going to go in just the resources folder. It's not going to go in the essentials or any of those. It's just going to go straight into here. So just drag and drop in there. You can actually go ahead and rename this one right away. Take out the version and put it in just like that. Perfect. Now let's see here. And then this is a very important one. This one's going to go in the same main folder, the main directory, the root. It's not going to go in any of the resource, whatever. You're just going to go ahead and drag and drop this one inside of here. But make sure that you rename this, because a lot of the code in here is actually calling for a certain name. So just go ahead and rename it to exactly what I'm renaming it to. So MySQL async. Exactly like that. Alright, perfect. Now we have everything in here, we just need to make sure that the server loads it when we run it. So to do that, what we're going to have to do is go ahead and go in the server.cfg and go ahead and either right click on it and open with Notepad and edit it, but I recommend you get a text editor like Sublime Text or Notepad++. I'm using Sublime Text, so I'm just going to go ahead and open it using Sublime Text. So in your case, you just right click on it, open with, and then whatever text editor you're using. So once in here, you're going to see this section right here. This is where you're going to load up all your resources. So right here, you're just going to go ahead and make sure you add in the right order all the resources that we just added in. So like Essential Mode, ES Admin, and everything. I'm going to go ahead and do a copy and paste, and I'll also put that in there for you guys. So you guys can just copy it from the description and paste it in there, because it does have to be loaded in a special order. So just give me 5 seconds while I do that. Okay, so I got the right order now. So what we're going to do is basically, what you're going to do is, once you're in your folder, and then in your, so what, now I got the right order. So what we're going to do is go into your server.cfg and basically paste the thing I put in the description for you guys. So maybe go down a couple lines under start player names and just go ahead and paste what I put in there. So that's what I'm going to put in there. So from line 16 to line 29 is what you're going to be able to copy and paste. Basically what this thing does right here is this will call for your server. So your server is basically your IP address, which is automatically localhost. We'll just change it to whatever it is. Your database will be essential mode, and your user ID will be root, and your password will be none. Go ahead and change this to whatever you have it if you have a custom one. But if you went off of my video, and that's how you set up your database, it should be set out like this, and you should have no problem. Basically, this will disable couch database so that MySQL async will just automatically call from your computer and not a cloud database. This will start MySQL async, essential mode, ES plugin, ES admin, and then ES extended is our ESX base. So right here is where you can rename it. Right here is where you can change your password so people can access your server and do certain commands like in chat or whatever from a different computer, so they don't have to be on your server. So I recommend you change this to a secure password. Here's where you can load in your logo, so what people see for your icon on your servers. So just change this to whatever file name and the extension included, whatever the file is, and it has to be 96 by 96 pixels. So just go ahead and drop that anywhere into here, into the main directory. But once you do that, your server should look like this. Your server won't start up successfully though, because we have to import the database and we have to go ahead and get the key master. So let's go ahead and get a key for our server so that it will be able to boot up. So what you're going to do is go to this link right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to this link, and it's going to ask you to sign in. So you need to sign up on the FiveM forms. I already have an account, so I'm just going to go ahead and sign in. And here we go. You're going to get this little page, and what you're going to hit is new, your label, so Esx server, and then your server IP address. Now what you're going to do for that is you're going to type in what's my IP, and just go ahead and copy your IP address that comes up. Once you copy your IP address, go back here and just paste in your server IP address right there. And then it'll say pick a server type, and you're going to pick whatever it is. So if you're on a VPS, dedicated server, home hosted, or whatever. I'm home hosted at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and click that. Then you're going to have to enter this just to verify you're not a robot. And generate. And then it will go ahead and say your key has been successfully registered. And what you're going to do is just copy this part right here. Copy it, and you're going to paste it in right where it says change me. So with a space between that, and just put that in, and then just hit Control Save, and you are good to go for the most part on this part. Now we're going to need to set up our database. So if you have watched my other video, which I recommend you do, is if you're using HighSQL, you can just go ahead and open up your database, and we shouldn't have any tables in here at the moment. Make sure if HighSQL is giving you errors that examp is running, my examp is running, both of them are started, so we're good to go. What we're going to need to do is import the Sql files though, so that it can write the tables so that the server has something to call, or else we're just going to get a ton of errors in the command prompt. Alright, so to do that, go into your resources, essential, and then ES plugin MySQL. There's going to be a little SQL file there. If it doesn't automatically have like a little HighSQL icon on there, just go ahead and right click on it and open with, choose another app, and then select HighSQL and then open. And then just go ahead and click open, and what all you should have to do is just hit this little blue button, and it should automatically write the table. So let's see if it worked. There, it worked. So now we should have a table just called users. Perfect. And this is where it'll just write everybody's data in here. So that's not it. We still have to do we have to import one more other one. So just go ahead and go back to the resources folder, and I think it's in essentials, and then the ES extended. So we need to import this SQL file too. So just go ahead and double click on this one and do the same exact thing you just did. But make sure you do it in the order that I'm doing it, because it will automatically use the essential mode table that the other server used. Sounds a little complicated, but after working with it for a couple of months, it's all going to make sense. So just go ahead and hit the start, and it will automatically write anything. If you get any errors, like that are in yellow, just ignore them. Those are just SQL errors. You don't need to worry about. But if they're in red and they don't actually write the tables, I don't know, reinstall exam, make sure no ports are blocked. Just work around with it. So after hit refresh a couple times, now I should be able to have it. See, it wrote these new tables: job, job grade, loadout, position, bank, permission group, or whatever. So if this is all working, we can minimize this here, and if I'm right, we can just start up the server. So just double click on the server underscore start underscore server, sorry I cannot talk, and hit run anyway. It'll automatically ask if you want to delete your cache, whatever, and you can hit no for no and Y for yes. I recommend doing this on bigger servers like Esx, whatever. If you're having problems with your server, just clear your cache and see if that fixes it. This is a custom thing that I made, so it should work. If it doesn't, please let me know. It's not going to work right away because you don't have a cache folder generated. As you see, there's no cache. But if you do, then it should work. If you are still getting errors, make sure you go into here, click on edit, and make sure all the file paths are pointing to the right way. If they're not, let me know. So then you can go ahead and hit no, and it'll automatically start up the server. My computer is pretty cruddy, so I'm not sure. It will take a little bit to do all this. It'll ask you to allow access. You can go ahead and hit OK. And bada boom, guys, it worked. Our server is up and running, and we can connect. If you ever get something like this is basically just saying some of these server files are outdated. You can ignore it for the most part. If you do want to fix it, or if you're OCD and it's just bugging the hell out of you, you can, I think, just update these core files right here, and that should work. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, like, and join our support group on Discord. Peace out.